My content's for educational purposes only. Can't stress enough for everybody to do their own research, praise my content, any issues you find of an erroneous nature, throw in the comments. Um, Keep the disrespect in your house. Um, None of us have been alive long enough to know all that transpired in the past, and none of us can live long enough to know all there is to learn. Peace, love, and light to the people. You know, divine intervention, man. Divine intervention equates to more than situations that befall you. Divine intervention can come in multiple forms. You know, it's not always what circumstances that befall you or things that happen to you. Sometimes, again, like, in the video before last that I did, sometimes it's your intuition. You know, if you tuned in and tapped in enough to hear it, it could be dreams. Y'all need to start paying attention to your dreams. That's another way, you know, your higher self and or ancestors communicate with you. You understand what I'm saying? You know, so I might as well get into this because if I'm talking about divine intervention and the ways to pay attention and receive the messages that are sent, via your spirit guides or your ancestors or, what have you, etc. You know, um, certain things got to change, man. Your diet. You know, it's proven fact. All you gotta do is look it up. You know, the music industry has changed the output of the music and the harmonic frequency of the same for a reason, purpose, y'all. You know, to tug at your lower characteristics, and to bring them forth, and they've largely been successful. All you got to do is look around. You know, the effects of the causes that they initiated in the music and in the harmonic frequency of the same is evident in your everyday observations. All you got to do is open your eyes. Music is definitely spiritual. You know, and scientific as well. Not only the harmonic frequency, but the energy that it perpetuates. You know, um, and its penetrative capabilities. I'm gonna refer to it again. Um, Masato, Amuro Masato, something to that effect. The Japanese scientist that conducted the water experiment. You know, he proved that your thoughts, and your words and or music can change the molecular structure of water. Humans and the earth are compiled largely of water, i.e., liquids. All you got to do is look at the ripples in the water when you project a vibrational frequency over it, or have something that could touch the object that the water's in, and you'll see how it affects water. Your voice has a vibrational frequency. It's all energy, you know, and it behooves a lot of us to graduate from, you know, this third dimension way of perception, because you can miss a lot, when you're not factoring in energy, vibration, and frequency. You know, it's a lot that's gonna get past you. You know, and I reference diet because you know the things that you listen to have an effect on you on the deepest levels. Um, the foods that you ingest can create blockages or allow you to be a receiving transmitter for energy. You know, it's just deeper than what we've been taught. You know, yeah. So you know, divine intervention, man. You know, it don't just equate to what happens to you. Nine times out of 10, when fucked up situations befall you, it's 9 times out of 10 because you've ignored all the inner nudges. You've largely ignored your intuition. You know, that sixth sense, we all have access to it. It ain't just women. You know, it ain't. You know, and you know, you also have to keep in mind, man, that you know, slavery wasn't lawful, but it was legal. You know, we all know that the things that people who were enslaved were subjugated to wasn't right, but it was accepted. So you know, I say that to say this, man. Don't get all caught up, you know, and entrapped, you know, by you know the things that society has, you know, made basically acceptable and you know massively followed based upon the propaganda, and there are many ways of mental conditioning that they employ. You know, so you know the moral of that story is, man, you know, you can't allow what everybody else doing to dictate what you do as an individual because they can't pay for your karma and you can't pay for theirs. You know, you solely and individually responsible for the decisions that you make and the actions that you exhibit, and that's how it go. You know, so if you fool enough to allow somebody else to put a battery in your back and send you on a dummy mission, you know, then you know you get what your hand called for. You know, because the universe don't give a fuck. Oh, well, they manipulated me. Don't you got free will? You forego your free will to blindly follow what somebody else say to do, or in your desire to be accepted, you forego your free will and assimilate to what's being done. You know, while you in one aspect you guaranteeing your mediocrity, on the other side you subjugating yourself to the karma that the other individual that's involved would have gotten solely and individually until and except you went along with it and set your free will down and left, you know, your karmic fate in the hands of somebody else. You know, misery loves company. They say that a lot. But those that know they're doomed and have sold their soul on whatever level, because they're doing it on multiple levels nowadays, you don't think they want company? You don't think they want, you know, some companionship? Yeah, man. It's deep. It's like that. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, divine intervention, man, comes in multiple ways, man. And in order for you to be able to, you know, catch them jewels, them lugs, catch that, those inner nudges, as I like to refer to them. You got to be tuned and tapped in, man. You know, a whole lot of drinking. See, it goes back to, it makes a lot of sense, but I've heard it multiple times, man. And I'm going to pass it on to y'all. Your aura. We all have an energetic aura. And if your aura is dulled or has a whole bunch of cracks and kinks in it, it allows for those that want to do harm to you on an energetic level, on a I'm gonna say magical level. You know, if you don't know, inform yourself. Uh, it leaves the door open for you to be penetrated. You know, it's as simple as, those who you allow in your energetic field. You know, yeah. So, and a lot of people, I came across one young brother, that was like, downplaying, the crystals and stuff that I wear, and it didn't hit me. It didn't hit me hard at all. I understand ignorance when I see it. Don't get it fucked up, man. You must first embody and believe, certain qualities about yourself in order for them to manifest in your reality. Your thoughts, create your reality. So the crystals are only to enhance what's already there. It's like I told y'all in another video, man. Nobody outside of yourself can create something within you. They can only enhance or detract from what's already there, depending on how strong you are in yourself. So, actually, another quote that I'm going to give you, and I believe this one came from Nikola Tesla. He said, the day that society begins to investigate unseen phenomena, it'll make more progress in one century than it's made in all the previous. That's heavy. And if you don't know about who and what Nikola Tesla was and things that he did and the ways that he did what he did, it behooves you to look his story up, man. It's a bunch of them on YouTube. He got books, you got Barnes and Nobles. But I mean, like, this is why I say what I say at the beginning of the video. Again, I've stressed this before. None of us have lived long enough to know all that transpired. You got things that affect us right now from several lifetimes ago, several generations back. That's affecting us right now. So if it's nothing that I want to leave you with more than anything, I'm going to leave y'all with this, man. It's more to this life that you was, that you opted into, than money. So-called money anyway, because it ain't got no substance. The substance is actually you via the birth certificate. Believe that shit or not. Stocks and bonds. Anytime you give up the 3 points of jurisdiction, your name, your date of birth, and your social security card, you're entering into commercial intercourse, and that bond gets signed and floated on the open market. Again, man, I don't know it all, never claimed to, I do know what I know, but at the end of the day, you know, it's definitely more than the things that we exert the multitude and the majority of our attention, time, and energy into to this life. And you know, it's my hope that you guys don't figure it out when it's too late. You know, that's why, like, man, I'm grateful for all the situations I've been through because I went through a lot of strife early in life. So I learned lessons that some people have yet to, to even discover. you know, but I ain't gonna ramble on, man. Hopefully this video resonated with somebody, and somebody was able to extract some benefit out of it. And if nothing more, it was my intent to, at the very least, inspire thought and independent research and study. Again, man, y'all stay safe. And where you can't stay safe, stay dangerous. You know, and protect your energy, protect your peace. Love on those that love on you, and be reciprocal in your actions. And if there is no reciprocity, cut yours off. Simple and plain. Leave your emotions in the bed. You know, that's just where it's at. So, peace, love, and light. And y'all be easy.